absolute crack at this one. We've got porcelain patio here where we're standing, and then we've got decking coming this way. We've got another seating area in the corner. We've got a lot of timber work, pergola, outdoor kitchen, floating benches, floating table, water feature, planting scheme, you name it, this scheme's got it. There it is. That's what we've got to build. Let's go. Right, so we're all excavated. Not got that much footage of this because I was on a different job, so the lads have been ripping this out, but it's all out. I'm just taking the footings out there behind a little bit deeper for the water feature by hand, and yeah, we're moving forward. But you can't really see because the sun, it is absolutely scorcho at the moment, but I'm not complaining, it's better than rain.
What to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the tea without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, it looks like we. It looks like we.
Here we are, the main men.
It looks like we made it.
Honk honk!
Not the best one.
Wake me from this dream I've been in. I need to get in closer to you. I swear you might exceed.
So what we've got here is the cantilever table, which is going to be coming this way. We need to put the base in there, but we're not ready to put that in yet because we've got to build the structure of the wall first. So what we've done here, where it's going to be sitting, we've actually dug out. Now, while it's easier, we've put sand in there, so when the time comes to put it in, we can dig out this section, and undermine the footing. The table, then the frame can slide underneath, and then we can concrete that back in. So it's just a bit of foresight there. Will make it easier in the long run. This is the service you get.
Don't do this for everyone, you know.
You're not supposed to say that.
Why, yeah? I do it for everyone.
What we've done, if the customer's unsure, we always like to lay out a few different styles just so they can get an idea. So we've got stack bond here, and then we've got an irregular bond, and then here we've got half lap, and they've actually gone with the half lap, which is similar to the kitchen, well, the same as the kitchen one, just a different orientation as in coming this way. So we know what we're doing. Let's get some pavings on, eh?
We watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars, like so many before, and I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay. If you stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay. We were never meant to last, but all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what. 'Cause you have a piece of my heart, and I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay. If you stay, if you stay, if you stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay. Till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay. Till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay. We watch the sun go down over the same old town. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay, stay.
Right, so we've got the main body of the patio laid over there. Got a few cuts to go in, but it's just giving us something to square this planter off with. So we're going to fill this, and then over the corner there, got to start building the wall for the water wall and the pond surround. So it's all block work today. Let's crack on.
All along, I feel like you need your space. Prisoner in your own home that ain't great. But I know that you and me are safe. We'll find again. All along, I feel like you need your space. Prisoner in your own home that ain't great. But I know that you and me are safe.
over here we've dummied up how the table's going to go, the cantilever table. Hopefully the final thing is going to look a bit better than this. So it's just to make sure we've got the scale and proportion right so it actually works, because we've got to get this frame fabricated. So it's going to wrap around underneath there. That's going to be concreted, you won't see that. And then over to this extent here, you've got enough space to walk in there and shimmy down the side. But what we have established is we think we need another course on this to give you enough leg room from when you're sitting on the bench to the table. This is the finished height, we know that, and that's the height of the bench. I think the table needs to come up a bit higher, and then we can get it fabricated and get it in. So we've got the planter built behind us. Today I'm going to be setting out and building the water feature and wall. So we got our slab in here, which we put in last week, which is 500mm down below the paving height to allow for enough water for the pump. And then we're going to start building off that, and that will form the edges of the pond and the back of the wall as well. Let's go.
Clearing tears in your eyes at every step of our goodbyes. Pink pearls and a ruffled worn sweater, you left them behind like a love letter. I can make a sentence and nothing makes sense. We had our moments, I relive now, again and again. You were like a solar eclipse on my lips, like hiccups and coughs, wreck the voices. My solar eclipse, go off script, give me hiccups and coughs. Give me hiccups. Call me when you're drunk, naming everyone that you slept with since last week. Who does that? Girl, you ain't killing me. I know you are better than yourself. You were like a solar eclipse on my lips, like hiccups and coughs, wreck the voices. My solar
So I've finished the block work behind me for the pond, the water feature, that's all done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm running the block off the same height as this little lip, and that will form the step between this patio level and the upper garden. So I've cut the block down, I'm going to put those in now, and then I'm going to dummy one up to form the step, so it'll either be butt jointed so you see the edge of the flag, or I'm going to do a mitre as well, and then I'll let the customer decide. Obviously there's a little bit more cost involved because of the labour with a mitre, but that'll be their decision on which finish they like best. So I'm going to set these in now, and then I'll clad it tomorrow.
Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so young. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to you won't let me drown.
Yeah. One step 달려와줘 like a lila 나만 사랑한다고 가져왔던 떨림마저 저 바람결에 사라지는 것 좀 푸른 바다 파란 하늘을 yeah. 시원하게 뻗은 highway road 야자수 아래 우린 Cadillac drive Your shine Just take my hand You 어서 용기를 기다리는데 왜 모르니 Yeah I'm ready One step 달려와줘 like a lila 나만 사랑한다고 가져왔던 떨림마저 저 바람결에 사라지는 것 내려서
Just setting out this area now. So we've got the kitchen area, which is going to be here, and obviously we want everything squared up with the rest of the garden. So I've put a square in there off the back of the garage, brought the line through, got it right that side. Also double checked off this plan that I've built, so took a measurement from that side to there and there to there, and luckily everything's worked out nice and square. So gonna put the back caution to that line, get the right distance either side and build it up.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw another log on the fire. Let it burn. Let it another vice, grab my old lighter. This cigar helps me slow down. Thinking back to all I loved and lost. My heart is full and aching strong. So I'll throw another log on the fire. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
So here's the plan. The measurements have worked out to take everything should fit, pre-drawn that. So now we've got the basic outline here. That's the extremity, it's going to the width and the length. And then I've marked out here the cutout for the drawer, which will hold the gas canister and a storage compartment, so I know where I'm going there, so I can just brick up to that. And then I'll sort that side after, but this is the most important side here because this is where the gas barbecue is going to be sitting.
The heck's that? Baby seagull.
what we've got to do here now, we've got to form a shelf that's going to support the barbecue, the Commando Joe, which will be sitting around this location. So I've worked out the height of the worktop, the finished height. I've brought it down so it sits flush with the top. So now I'm going to cast a shelf across the top. Going to fix some steel on there, shutter it off across the front as well, cast that slab, and then that'll go off, and then we'll be able to sit the barbecue on top and then get a template for the worktop. There, I've got the formwork in. Got timber on this side that we had lying around on site, cut a suit, and I've cut a flag for that bit, propped it into position, fixed this across the front, this timber, which will be removed after. Put a bit of visqueen on there so it doesn't bond to the pieces that are underneath that will be taken out. Fixed in the steel, and then put dowels here and here either side. But the majority of the weight's going to be sitting on this anyway, so it's not going to go anywhere with it. This is just a added precaution, fixing it into either side. Get the concrete in now. To do a bit of cutting now, so I've got to mitre these 900x900s. This way will be the top, and this bit will do the face, so we'll get it out of the one flag and wrap it up over the top on there. That's why I've picked the bigger ones rather than having a join halfway up the planter. Thought full flag and across the top in one go would look a lot better and cleaner. So a lot of cutting. Let's go.
Nobody needs to know. Surrender to the queen. Nobody needs to know. Let go.
all day today, and pretty much that's what I've been doing for the past week near enough. Been on my own as well, so a little bit demoralising, to be honest. It's hard going, there's so many mitres to cut, and then they're not easy. Once you've made the cut, you've got to polish them up and get them spot on, and then obviously you've got to put them on. So all day today I've just been cutting. Anyway, needs must and all that, so it's gonna look boss, but it's hard going. I'm ready to go home now.
You're clever. Yeah.
Couple of flights.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up. I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising. And we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down. And now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now they're looking up. I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down. And now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Now they're looking up. I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down. All my minds and seas, all I need from you to me. All my minds and seas, all I need from
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way.
It's quite windy today, so hopefully the sound quality is alright. So I don't always get the cuts right first time. So I just want to show you what I usually do before fix them on. So it's like just a dry lay really, just to check that it fits. So what we've got here, this joint here is a bit big, and there is tight, it's touching this blade, slightly skew, so I'm just going to straighten that up, take a few mil off that, and that'll close this joint up then, and then that'll be right. So it's always better before you put your gear on the back of the tile, because we back butter these, so you don't want to be trying to cut after you've got that on, because you're going to be laying it down and be sticking to the floor or whatever you're cutting on. So always dry lay first, check it's right, check you're happy with it, and then spread out on and get it fixed on. So I'll just take a bit off that and then it'll sit right. Pleased to say all the cutting and mitering is finished, and there's something now I can get my teeth stuck into. So today we're going to clear the decks here and we're going to be doing this patio area. So as I say, just clearing everything, get the stone up to the proper height, give it a whack and then start paving. We can't pave this little bit here because this is where we've got the floating table, which will be coming out of this bed and across, but the structure of it will be going under the footings and into this paved area, which obviously you won't see, but we need to put in before we can pave it. So we'll just leave a little space here. And it's not holding us up. Ideally we would have put that in now, but we're waiting on the fabricator for that. So day of paving today. Let's go. So what we're doing here, because we're a little bit low of MOT, we brought in what we had, we've given it a whack, and we're just topping up with a semi-dry concrete. Because we had this on site, we didn't have any MOT, so we've brought that in, blinding it over probably about 30-40 mil. We'll give it a whack and then we'll be ready to start laying.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and so
This means nothing to me. Oh, my piano.
yeah. One step out, yeah, watch out, like a little
푸른 바다 또 파란 하늘을 yeah. 시원하게 뻗는 highway road 야자수 아래 우린 Cadillac drive Your shine Just take my hand You 어서 용기 기다리는데 왜 모르니 Yeah I'm ready One step 달려와줘 Like a lila 나만 사랑한다고 가져왔던 떨림마저 저 바람결에 사라지는 겨
I hate having rubbish, grit or anything, soil on my flags when I'm laying them. I like to keep it spotless. Well, as clean as I can, because I think it's like tidy workplace, tidy job. If you got grit and soil on there for one, it could fault your level when you're putting your level on, and two, it's just not good work practice in my opinion. Like I say, tidy workplace, tidy job.